Are we working? Are we working? Let's see if we're working. Let's see if we're working. Alright. I texted my mom. Because that's the kind of man-child I am. Now we're singing for some reason. It's so I can test the sound. Just to make sure that I'm not just a green, angry, chirpy screen like before. So let's see. Alright, we're working. Kick ass. We are good to go. Alright. Well, today, my second team to try out maifaux with arrived today. The Seamus, or I guess Seamus, I guess is how you would say that. Core box. Hello. This is a resurrectionist's box. So people that are trying to use magic to bring back the dead. The other team I picked up to try out was this guy, which is a Dreamers sort of core box. So we got that as well. So when I start trying to play, see how this game is, I have two teams from two different factions. That'd be pretty cool. So, before I crack this sucker open, it was beat up like a motherfucker in the mail. This box is knackered. It's super knackered. But, yeah. It is what it is. So let me cut it open and then we'll look at the box so you guys won't get any nasty glare. So, this is basically like Jack the Ripper if he was Irish and also a necromancer. So, here we got the man himself. Oh, we're not on camera. There we go. Now we're on camera. Sorry, I'm all over the place. I have been just running and working all morning. I'm super tired. But I want to get these guys open, so I figured I would share with the YouTubes. So we have our buddy here. That's Seamus, our buddy. We got some of his zombie ladies of the night. I think technically they're called bells. But yeah, they're like showgirls, zombies, which is pretty cool. That one's like some kind of dominatrix zombie. And then we have his leprechaun, copycat killer. So his mechanic seems to be that he can trade places with the leprechaun. So like if the leprechaun's off doing something, he can swap in and out with it, which is pretty cool. So on the back, we can see what we got. We've got that cool picture of like a zombie green energy bird. And we get three of the quote-unquote bells. There are sexy zombie ladies. There's our big thick zombie lady with her whip action. There's our Jack the Ripper guy, and there's our leprechaun. So, let's see if anything's actually broken in this box. I hope it's not. Because this box is super knackered. Well, nothing came bouncing out in pieces, so that's good. That's super good. Alright. Let's look at the models first. So we got more maifaux bases. I fucking hate maifaux bases. I shouldn't say that because I'm really enjoying building these models, but their bases suck. The whole way the lips work and stuff is just terrible. So like when I'm building these, built the Dreamer guys, I put them on Warhammer bases. So it's actually swap over. There we go. So I actually put them on Warhammer bases because they don't have the weird curved. Like the maifaux bases have this weird like curve, like the cahoos like this with like that like lips in. I just think it looks horrible. So these bases are slightly bigger, but I mean, I'm just playing by myself. I'm not like maifaux tournament king, so I'd rather have my models look nicer to me than, you know, be official or whatever. So I'll probably put these guys on Warhammer bases as well, because I fucking hate these bases. All right, see what we got. We've got the main man here. It looks like. That's our big guy there, all in his own little separate runner. So let's get a pointer. We got some legs. We got his head with his hat. We have his like pistol knife thing back behind his back, like he's hiding it, which is pretty cool. And lots of little bits and bobs. Don't know what these are. Is that like... Oh, is it like a medical bag or something? That's pretty cool. Does he come with like a medical bag that's supposed to go on his base? Oh, he does. Yeah, look at that. I didn't even notice that. That's really cool. It's got like implements and stuff sticking out of it. That's really cool, actually. Yeah. So that's him all by himself. And then over here... Looks like we've got everybody broken out into their own little runners again, which is really nice. So, this is the big dominatrix lady. She's got a whip, some very, very thick thighs. And then that's more of the whip, I think. And then some kind of like club. So if we spin it around. She got that big ass. And yeah, that's all of her pieces right there. I do think it's funny she has a runner or a piece just for her boobs. That's the boobs piece. And then over here, we got the leprechaun. So he's got his head with the hats, arms, body, coattails, nice and easy. Like, these don't come with instructions, but they don't need them from what I'm saying here. Alright, now we got one of the bells. This is the one with the umbrella. So she's got her head with her little hat. That's her body, her arms, and her the top of her umbrella right there. You can spin her around. She has some tiny details. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to break out the skills on painting these. Jesus. All right, it's gonna be a challenge. All right, we got some legs. We got an arm. It's like a trussel. I think that's the word for that. The like dress thing. I think that's a trussel. We got another head. We got another set of boobs. And then we've got basically a lady in one whole piece right there. And then she put the thing on there. On top of her umbrella on, and that's it. And there she is from the back. I guess she has a little bow that goes in that hole there. And then this lady's probably the most pieces. Because she's like a head, a boobs, her dress, her legs, and her arms. Yeah, she's the most pieces. The rest of them are pretty simple. Oh, and the big thick lady. She's a lot of pieces too. But yeah, pretty cool, pretty straightforward. Lots of detail in there, but man, oof, these are gonna be fucking hard to paint. They fucking tiny. They're so fucking tiny. Like, oh my god, look at the little detail on them. It's fantastic, right? Like, see all the pock marks in her legs and the big lady's legs and stuff? Fantastic detail. Super, super fantastic. Look at all the little bits on this guy's hat, right? Like he's got all kinds of stuff there, right? But man, that means I'm gonna have to paint that. Fuck. So yeah, these are gonna be tough. Just because of how small they are. I mean, look at this lady's. Look at the boning in her corset. That's actually a separate piece. That's going to be really hard to paint. But we'll figure it out and persevere. One of the reasons I got this box as my second one to try out was the fact that, like, sexy zombie ladies is not really something I've ever painted before. So I thought it would be fun to try to make something look both sexy and gross at the same time. I thought that could be a cool challenge to try. Because that's sort of like what these are supposed to be. They're like his victims brought back to life kind of thing. So, yeah, I thought that would be really fun, like sort of just different thing to do. So I paint a lot of robots and a lot of monsters, but I've never tried painting a sexy zombie. All right, let's crack his cards open. Hold up, we're getting there. Whew. Man, I've been running all day. I am so beat. Oh, but I want to open these guys up later and build them. So I want to get some stuff recorded so I could share them and share initial thoughts on them. All right, there's the main man. There's the leader himself. my Irish Jack the Ripper. Let's see. He's got a bunch of... I've got beard hair in my mouth, apparently. He's got a bunch of abilities. So he is hard to kill. Terrifying, apparently. So you have to take a test to see if you even can attack him because he's so scary. He has to be reduced to 1 hit point, and then he can be killed, so that's kind of cool. Apparently, you also don't give a shit if your buddies are fighting other models, so you don't suffer a penalty. Like, if one of your models is fighting something, you don't care if you hit it, so you don't suffer a penalty there, so that's pretty cool. Oh, he can make like extra attacks, and he ignores a bunch of rolls. He can call models to him. Well, that's cool. So he's got a bunch of stuff where he supports his zombies and can move around to them and stuff. So that's pretty cool. All right. Like, where are the rest of the cards? Oh, they're all stuck together. Okay. I was like, there should be like 4 more cards here, guys. What's going on? Why do I only have 2? Still missing 1. Still in the back of his card? It is. Okay. Oh, so that makes sense. Okay, so all these actions are actually hers. I was like, why does he have Bleeding Lash? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, so that's cool. So he's got all kinds of different stuff. So there she is. There's the big thick lady right there. With her, like, her eyes wide shut mask on, which is pretty cool. And then we've got one of the sexy zombies right there. We've got another sexy zombie right there, and we've got another sexy zombie right there. I think I like this pose the most because it's one of those poses that, like, well, I guess all these really are. They're like intended to look sexy, but because they're a zombie, they just look kind of terrifying, and I think that's pretty rad. I think that's a lot of fun. That's a cool piece of juxtaposition. And then we have tiny little terrifying leprechaun right there, and that is everything you get in the Seamus box. You get your cards, you get your crappy bases, you get your awesome detailed models, and then if you want instructions, they're online in the app. So that's pretty cool. I look forward to building these later. They are so tiny, there's no way in fucking hell I can build these on camera, just because of how tiny they are. Not because they're going to be like hard to build. They're going to be super simple to build. It's just I'm going to have to sit here like this to make sure I build them without gaps and stuff. So we're not going to build any of them, unfortunately, although they probably won't take that long to build. It'll probably take me just 20-30 minutes maybe to build all of them, but oh shit. Next up, I've got a fake deck. So what is this? This is a standard 52 deck of cards. On Amazon, they sell these. Right now, these are the only ones that have Prime shipping to me. So I was like, okay, I'll pick up 2 of them, so I don't have to worry about any of the like converting suits and stuff like that. On the ad for these, they look like they're going to be like a random one of the themed ones, because they have themed ones for each faction. What these actually are is a generic maifaux themed one, which is fine. I mean, that's cool. I was kind of hoping to see which ones they gave me, just for the, like, you know, the loot boxy kind of fun of it, but it's all good. So we crack these open just to look at them, because you can play with a standard deck of cards. You don't need like a maifaux themed cards, but I mean, I'm gonna have to talk my husband into trying this with me, so I didn't want to be like, oh, you drew a heart, that's actually a ram on your card, and it seemed like something he could be annoyed at, so I figured I would take that out of the equation. So see what we got. We've got Fate deck, little maifaux demon on the back, which is pretty cute. I will say, right before I came here to film this, I dropped one of these and it bounced like 2 feet under my fridge, and I had to make a hook out of a clothes hanger, and then like move the fridge and all this shit to fucking pull it out. It was like it was cursed, I swear. But all right, see what we got. We've got the red Joker. This is the you basically get to do whatever the hell you want card, which is pretty awesome. And we've got the black Joker, which is the you fucked everything up card. Then we've got a set of tomes. And then we've got a set of rams. A set of masks. And a set of birds. So if I understand the lineage of maifaux correctly, it started with these 4 factions. It started with Arcanists, what is this? Outlaws, right? Arcanists, Outlaws, Neverborn, and Resurrectionists. So that's why they're the 4 tomes, or the 4 symbols for these. But yeah, they're just standard cards. I mean, like I said, you can play with regular cards. I just picked up a set just to make it easier to learn the game, so I don't have to do the translation in my head between queens are this, or diamonds are this, and this is this, and this is this, just so I don't have to do that. I was hoping from that Amazon thing that these would be the themed decks, just because I was curious which 2 they were going to give me. Not any particular desire for those or anything. These will more than do their job, right? Sorry, it's just fun to it's really fun. It makes a cool noise too. Anyway, yes, I'm a dummy. I know. So yeah, so that's pretty cool, pretty awesome. So these are both the same, but they will do their job, and they will let me try learning to play maifaux. So next thing on the docket for my hobby is to get these boys top coated. That's all my beast snag has done. Rock on. So I'm going to get them top coated, and then my next goal is to finish painting my Dreamer models. So I'm going to work on them tonight. Get them all painted up tonight. A couple of them at least. Or maybe I'll play Path of Exile. I don't know. We'll see. I've been playing a lot of video game. My hobby has suffered. I was working on these guys though. They're pretty fun. Pretty snazzy robots. Anyway, that's not why you're here watching this video. That's just my hobby update because I'm in front of a camera and I'm like, I want to talk about my toys. Yeah. As you can see, behold my army of giant bugs now. And these are little bugs that need to get prime stuff. Anyway, so that's me. That's the Seamus box. It is pretty sweet. I am looking forward to getting him all put together and having to break out the magnifying glass to paint his ass. But it should be fun. It's definitely going to be something different and a different challenge. Trying to paint sexy zombies, I think, is a really cool challenge, to be honest. And it's going to be really fun. But anyway, thank you for watching. Hopefully it was fun to watch me talk about toys. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe, yeah. Anyway, I will be back on Sunday to stream. On Sunday, I'm going to be playing Warcry. Because they put out rules for the Dominion box models for Warcry. So all the new Cruel Boys units and all of the new Thunderstrike Brotherhood Stormcast units are getting rules. So we're going to try out the Cruel Boys on Sunday with a game of Warcry, which is always fun because Warcry is the best game. I'm hoping I enjoy this game as much as I like Warcry, but Warcry is the best, so we'll see. But that's what we're doing Sunday. We're playing some Warcry. And hope you have a good one.